welcome to today's match. The goal scorer after 18 minutes is number 11, Matthias Cunha. There will be 1 minute at a time. attendance for this match was 71,898. There will be 1 minute at a time.
Give it freedom. Give it peace. Show me what you need.
And so the enduringly thrilling ambience of the group game upon which everything hinges. Their existence in this competition is down to this game. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And Owen! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak. Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vito Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, the judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
Now this could be a chance. Up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
A win here so important to their ambitions. Zaire Emery. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a shade optimistic. Cristiano Ronaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Zaire Emery conjures time and space where few can. Zaire Emery, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rudiger. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Here's Chouameni. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Owen. Zaire Emery. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is wildly off target.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. That's an errant pass. Chouameni, Rudiger, and it's Rudiger. Zaire Emery, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, and he's through the middle, and he welcomes it in, and Owen! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barella plays it short.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a mighty effort! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
And it's half-time here. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
He rises! He will be livid with himself.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Costa Curta. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0.
The attendance
it's
for this
Belletti.
match was 71,550.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style! Two to the good! They have breathing space! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Belletti. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made the decision to get tighter.
Driving forward. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Opts to play it back. Now, who's going to be first to this? And now they can spring out a defence. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out. And the shot! He has done it! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Ulsan Hyundai get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Rudiger. With the finishing line very much in sight now. Pressing high and with purpose. Here's Matheus Cunha.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Well, that is one way to stop him. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And with that, the final whistle. Well, this is the sight of a dream fulfilled. They have made it through the group stage successfully with the glamour and the glory. So this is where things become truly serious. Every side battle-hardened, having survived the previous stage, and from this point on, every game is all or nothing, do or die, and there is no atmosphere quite like it. You have to say, this is where the competition really starts. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. While past tournaments have so often brought together the very best. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Çalhanoğlu, it's a good ball out wide. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist any opportunity to get forward and assist with what's going on up front. He really does add an extra dimension to this attack.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Ronaldinho climbs up big. It's in! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Minutes is number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And he's had a hit! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! A finish right from the top draw! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Ronaldinho. Barella can so cleverly bypass the press. Ronaldinho. Ashlani. It's Zalewski. Di Marco. Can he latch onto this? And he's intervened well there. It's Ronaldinho.
Oh, great feat, that.
Carlos Augusto wins the duel this time. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Baresi. Rudiger. Ronaldinho, who's set up one goal so far.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Ronaldinho! And the first half is done. Some first half thoughts?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Yeah. Chouameni, Taremi, Zalewski. Now it's Correa. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Big chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And surely that settles it.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
A case now of complete control.
The attendance for this match was
Ronaldinho going face to face with his great rival. Barella! It's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's in a great position. And that has been cleared. Barella. No outsmarting him this time. And it's Damian. Pinches it off him. Oh, that is a nice touch.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho. He's tried one! No, got right underneath it.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Zalewski. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Look at the space here. Correa. To Çalhanoğlu. Taremi. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Correa. And the counter is on. That is a great kick out.
Minutes has been indicated.
And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Barella, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's away. And time is up. So that's the first round done, and on we go.
And we come to you now with a
Your
quick
final thoughts,
request
Jim?
for support.
Well, it's pretty clear that...
Well, the atmosphere is building up very, very nicely to what would undoubtedly be yet another high-caliber conflict, the sort you have to expect at this stage of a great competition. The atmosphere is electric and the noise ear-splitting. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through.
He's had a shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 11 minutes is number
They
7.
have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Coman. And that is out of play. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's got away. Bowie got a long way forward to join the attack. Traumeri. Rummenigge. He's beaten the last man. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Muller. And it's Muller. Elise. Kane. It's Kimmich. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And he's taking no chances there. Ronaldinho, a player of legendary status. Belletti. Rummenigge. Shot could be on. He has found a way through. Stanisic is there and he can get that clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Coman. He is through here. Pavlovic. And it's Guerrero. Great defending, strong and determined. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he finish? Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A case now of complete control. Oh no, what has happened here?
Has been indicated.
Coman. And they can counter here. Kimmich. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. And look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, sweet feet. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, that's a little loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Caught offside that time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's had a hit! He's scored! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away!
2005.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Rummenigge! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Guerrero. Coman. Guerrero. And that could set him on his way. Oh, shooting chance! Kimmich plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Van Basten. Speculative strike. Oh, impressive strike.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Guerrero. This looks sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira. And here's Neymar. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Picked out brilliantly. Olise. Boy, Kane, and it's Van Basten. Neymar, lovely feet. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Kane for Olise.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Boy. Looking for the runner, Olise. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And that's definitely not his best. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Hello attendees.
So then, can they afford to believe? Just So we welcome you wherever you are to the penultimate game at the end of what has been this magnum opus of football. Fans have travelled from far and wide to ensure that they are part of it, and amid the uncompromising nature of this sporting conflict, we are all united in feeling the acute significance of the semi-final. And the matchday noise at this place is... It's Van Basten! Fran Garcia with the clearance. to recover this.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
He has found the way through. And it's Ronaldinho. Rummenigge! And it's come back out to him. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Neymar. Oh, good ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Valverde. Ceballos. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Van Basten. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Fran Garcia. Brahim Diaz. He's found a way through. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Great hit! Dispatched clinically.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
The goal scorer after 34
So we have had
minutes
the first significant
number
moment.
20,
It is 1-0.
Van Basten.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Van Basten.
Now it's Van Basten.
Van Basten.
Good pressure, determined, intense. And it's Van Basten. Here's a player who has defined a generation. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Goulet, Valverde. Oh, it's come loose. Ronaldinho. Rummenigge. And Neymar.
Only 1 minute at a time.
And the semi-final reaches halfway. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to...
Has a goal! Sticks it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And yes, it's him again.
Van Basten.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He's had it taken off him. Van Basten being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
That looks a cracking ball. Rummenigge. And he's onside. Neymar!
The attendance for this match.
It's
was
off target and by quite a way.
49.
Fran Garcia. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. And he's on his way. Mbappe! Chouameni. Ronaldinho. And it's Belletti. Here's Chouameni. Belletti. Chouameni. Brahim Diaz. Belletti. Chouameni. Rummenigge. Chouameni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Fran Garcia. Brahim Diaz. Modric. Brahim Diaz. Modric.
Added time.
Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Madrid could have here their final chance. Modric goes short. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? And that is about as cool as they come. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They've done it, and you cannot say it is... So this is the one we've all been waiting for. The crowd embracing the ultimate game in the competition. The ultimate date with destiny for their teams, as one of the game's most sought-after pieces of silverware is within their reach. No shortage of glitz or glamour, and fitting that the final chapter to what has been a great footballing saga should feel as it does here. Let us be treated to a grand finale. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, Jim, you've seen a lot of this type of tournament. What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, these games, Peter, are a real learning curve because you're coming up against teams and individual opponents that are unlikely to stick to what you really...
And here's a chance! It's a loose ball. Ah, such a clever touch. Barella. Oh, that's neat. Vieira!
Oh, nearly. And that's exactly the type of adventure we want to see in the final two, Peter, and it's a pity it didn't cause the net to bulge.
Front-footed pressing going on here. He's shifting through the gears here.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Neither side yet able to find the net.
Well, it really is quite remarkable how Cristiano Ronaldo continues to produce at this level, Peter. He's the very embodiment that says age is just a number.
Yeah, close your eyes and you can still just about see that showy, fleet-footed winger from Madeira all those years back. And now what have you got? The greatest goal scorer in the history of football.
Yeah, no doubting that he's in a class of his own here. Just look at the goals he's still scoring at his age. He's not existing purely on reputation.
Oh, and the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Hakimi. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it.
It's Ronaldinho! Yes! And no surprise that he is the one to send them on their way. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Ronaldinho!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
João Neves.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! And that's caused a worry or two.
Rummenigge certainly could have and should have made more of that.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. 2
added minutes has been indicated.
He's found a way past Nuno Mendes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. So, Jim, the halfway point of the final, what are you thinking?
Well, it's obvious who's likely to be more content going in at half-time, but I sincerely hope that there's a fitting response from the opposition to really engage us on the big occasion.
Half-time then, just 45 minutes between us and the climax of it all. Leading 1-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Scalia. Being still separated by the game's only goal.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Vitinha.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
It's a sharp pass. Ronaldinho. João Neves. No, that's been intercepted. Fabian Ruiz. João Neves. Barella. Now Costa Curta.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Costa Curta calmly anticipates.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
There's the shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Barella really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's Fabian Ruiz.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, the idea was a good one. And that is that. Simply, the big day was their day. A day for them and their fans. A truly proud line in their history. So onto centre stage come the central characters, the individuals who, as a team, blended into champions, and this is their moment.
I'm afraid to tell you that we were expecting traffic to be heavy after the final.
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he welcomes it in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cole. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Nicky van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Okay, interesting. Johnson. And he's being shifted off here.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well,
And again! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Johnson actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Shot a goal! And one more try! And it's a goal! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Tottenham have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
The less said about that pass, the better. Costa Curta. Costa Curta going full tilt down the left. Pirlo. Cole, and he was alert to it. Pedro Porro. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pirlo.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Ball has bounced loose now.
There will be 1 minute
And
added
that's
time.
offside. Yes, it is. Gray. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Club members were celebrating their
Well, obviously
birthdays
things
today.
are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Owen.
There's the start of the second half.
Andy Cole.
Well, I think in these
Number
circumstances,
22,
it's all about how to adjust the balance of your
Number
team.
7,
I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as
Coming on the
possible,
field.
but without leaving yourself.
Now the finish! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Thierry Correa from Musiala.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
That's the throw. It's a good spell of possession, this, and it's Pirlo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Has a goal! that has been clubbed away. Musiala. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Musiala is wide and looking to get onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Thierry Correa. Rodri. Pirlo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Pirlo! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Musiala. Musiala going face to face with his great... Musiala! Oh, should have put that away. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He has found a way through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Added minute has been indicated.
Musiala powering forward here. Rummenigge. Can he put it away? He is desperate to get on the score sheet. Not this time.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
It's a mighty effort! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. Decent game of football, that. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely here.
everybody, and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. And he's surging through.
Can he put it away? Goal! Angers! And Angers score first. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Angers make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Such good technique.
He's beaten and in! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's had a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Angers are looking to go forward now. Is there any support? He might chance! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, this is not for the faint-hearted, Peter. This is hard and fast football.
This is their second corner of the game. Up he goes! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Just the goalkeeper's shot at goal! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pirlo. Owen. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Oh, that's neat. Correa, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's picked his way through. Ah, such a clever touch. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Added time.
He is through here. Now there's a fine ball. Terrific header. And the first half is done.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Foot in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's played him through, and he's managed to get free. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Was 71,500.
Trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match. And at last, their sense of danger has...
Barella! Quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's gone loose. Strong running down that left flank. It's skewed away. He'll try to keep this alive. Pirlo. Baresi. So nearly the perfect ball. Now it's Owen. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Barella. Pirlo.
Palmer really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, terrible pass. He has found the way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. In once more. It's a decent clearance. Great chance! And it's in! Deep into injury time! Complete awareness. He understood. That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course,
Hello,
there's
everybody,
so
and
much more
welcome to
important than
today's
this
match.
game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. And it's been taken short. And he's taking no chances there. And the header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Owen is offering a wry smile there. There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Palmer!
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Palmer clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Palmer with the short one. Oh, smashing header! Oh, has another go! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one.
Well, you can't ask for much better than that, Peter. Bang, bang, two in double quick time.
Palmer. Now it's Owen. Great chance!
This is the time you need that pace. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Palmer. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. 1-0 the score. Rodri. 15 minutes till half-time. That's Rudiger. Now Correa. Palmer. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, there's a probing ball. Grant in acres of space out wide. He's cut it out.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That's Pirlo. Oh, nice touch. Owen. That has been knocked clear.
Added time.
And now the breakaway. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
That's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. Here's a player who has defined a generation. Barella. And he's picked out the run. Cole, big chance! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and a bit hard.
649.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Baresi. And it's Rudiger. And it's gone back to the keeper. Baresi. Rodri. Thierry Correa. Baresi. For Palmer. That has been slung wide.
Substitutions taking place.
Barella. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cole. Engages and forces him off the ball. Correa just loves to go forward whenever he can. Is there any support? He might not need it. That's an excellent interception. That's good running with the ball. Diancana. Oh, this is a terrific run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that is out of play.
Substitution.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Just 5 minutes left. Barella. Pirlo. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Pirlo looking to penetrate opposition lines. Palmer. That's that, the end. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Cole
Hello,
picking up
everybody,
the Man
and
of the Match
quick announcement
award,
now. We would like
and
to
no
ask you all to
surprise
kindly
there.
Stay seated during the match. Thank
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The conditions
to today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, he If you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. Pirlo. Cole. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now there's a fine ball. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, that's it's one! Palmer. Cole. Now Pirlo. Wriggles his way through. Pirlo running with the ball. Cole. Cole! He's delivered all right! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And here's Owen. And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Palmer with the short one. There's the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Costa Curta did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Cole back. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Palmer. And it's Pirlo. Barella. And Owen! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Owen. And the shot! Yes! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
The goal scorer after
3-0
36
and
minutes
things are
is
starting to look awfully
number
cosy.
23.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Pirlo, a true great in every sense of the word. Cole, and they're quick to press. Goes down, but nothing given.
Cole really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he won.
Oh, here's a chance! And he should have made it four.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Cole back. He is through here. Palmer. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Really has been an astonishing great hit! Goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And the shot! It's in! Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
After 56 minutes is number 20.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Can he latch on to this? Palmer. Barella.
The attendance for this
Almost an
match
hour
was
gone.
70,987.
Just eases him off the ball. Owen looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Barella engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Substitution on the field. Number 24. Number 26. Coming on the field. Number 25.
Thierry
number
Correa.
18.
Pirlo has created one goal already. Barella. Oh, just skips past his man. Barella! And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
It's their second corner of the game. Lucas Anderson with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Gets into some space. He's picked his way through. Now the finish! They've done it! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches. The smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So is this the start of a comeback? And that was very necessary. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Big chance! He scored! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And yes, it's him again. It's starting to look like a done deal now. He's got away. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what? Tries a shot! They've scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Not so much sophistication. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Thierry Correa. Correa, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Time, excellent interception. And we have our very first corner. Tries a header! Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Gets into some space. Decent hit! It's there! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Derby are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Owen purring through the gears. Derby look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And he is going into that little black book. That is pretty much the end of that. Correa tries making a foray down the right. Cole.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Palmer. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Correa cuts it out. Baresi. For Palmer.
There will be 1 minute
Cole.
added time.
And it's half-time here. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a different half. We need to.
here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Thierry Correa. And here's Owen. Phillips proves too strong.
The attendance for this
Passing
match
is
was
crisp and sharp.
71,649.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Palmer. Harness. Pinches it off him. Milinkovic-Savic. Palmer. Steaming on. There's the shot! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Even some of the opposing fan are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, there's a great ebb and flow to this clash, and it's above all expectations for me.
Oh, can he get onto this? The less said about that pass, the better.
Substitution in progress.
Varela. Pirlo.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Proof!
Well, he certainly wasn't.
Shifted upfield.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Time added on will be... And Owen! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective.